This is Gilmar Fabia in Contemporary and Modern Church History class. I'm here to discuss all about Catholic Church Counter-Reformation with St. Ignatius of Loyola and the Jesuits. The Roman Catholic Church began to correct some of its faults after the Reformation. Reformation, on the other hand, was both a reaction to Protestantism and a blossoming of Roman Catholic praxis. The Jesuits and Ignatius of Loyola are the best examples of the Catholic Reformation. This video looks at Ignatius, the Jesuits, and the Catholic Reformation as a whole. What is Reformation all about? German Lutheran historians coined the term Counter-Reformation in the late 18th century to describe Catholics' attempts to suppress the Reformation in Germany using political, diplomatic, and military means in the 16th and 17th centuries. The attempts, according to the historians, came to a fall of Westphalia, which signed in 1648. As a result, the term had a precise as well as a bad connotation in its early days. None of the periods that emerged from this process of divergence were as hard hit by traditional Protestant, liberal, and Catholic prejudice as the Counter-Reformation. It was an unmistakable negative thing for Protestant, as it was by definition antagonistic to the Reformation and marked by armies, inquisitions, and papal double-dealing in diplomacy. Liberal historians and cultural figures affected by Enlightenment tradition blame it for obliterating the Renaissance humanitarian values and considered it as a massive impediment to progress, freedom, and liberal politics. How did the Church respond to this event? The Church, however, was fed up with seeing its overall influence decline, and in 1545, the Council of Trent, made up of important church officials, convened to break the Protestant momentum. This council met until 1563, a series of meetings that lasted for so long, and the Council of Trent's statement were stern and forceful. What should become a major fortress for Catholicism in the Reformation was forming. In 1520s, a Spanish lord took up the job of fortifying Catholicism after being shot as a soldier in one of Spain's battles. Ignatius of Loyola, like Luther, struggled with his faith and emerged as a charismatic figure. Unlike Luther, Ignatius and his followers remained faithful to the Catholic Church. In 1540, the Pope established the Society of Jesus, also known as the Jesuits, as a religious order for Ignatius' disciples. Given the obstacles of Protestantism in 1520s and beyond, Loyola's approach was exceptionally effective. He formed his group like an army with a command structure and a severe code of discipline. Joining required several years of training in adherence to a rigid code of discipline, and considered the Church's reputation for corruption, weak morals, and in many cases priestly incompetence, even Latin ignorance. All of this was timely. The Jesuits interacted with people all over the world in order to achieve both immediate and long-term goals. They intended to convert souls, but they also wanted to mold young people's learning habits and hence their perspective through schools. What are major impacts of understanding correctly this event today? I feel that studying our history is essential for us as a source of inspiration and a touchstone for the 10th generation of our ministries, spirituality, and lives. However, in order to be fruitful, the study of our history must be accompanied with critical reflection so that we can learn from both the successes and failings of the past. Historians are now giving us a picture of our ancestors' context, a picture we never had before in such detail and complexity. This image should aid in our understanding of ourselves. The past will never provide us with ready answer to today's life questions, but it will extend our horizon so that such decision can be made with a better understanding of their long-term consequences. Finally, we now have a much greater understanding of the Counter-Reformation's character than we ever had before, at least in terms of how it influenced Rome's ideal policy. Thank you.